was in 68, 67, 68. Back when other schools, Washington State, Wazoo was having problems with violent demonstrations and stuff over there, okay? So, I say all that to say this, that in me failing to be able to go pro, it opened up what God had for me, because I would probably be dead now if I had went pro. Under the state of mind and the essence that I had, I would probably, because I was crazy from the standpoint, in a lot of ways. So I would probably be dead now. However, in the wisdom of the Creator, I've been able to make some accomplishments in life, help some people, and learn a lot, So it's just a pleasure being able to come. Ron Roberts called me a few months ago. He said, Joe, we're doing this program to bring back all the guys who are in the Big Sky Conference way back when. You got to come. You got to come. Jeff told me, Joe, he said, Joe, you can stay with me. You can stay with me in Cali. I got your room ready. Okay? And my wife and I remarried 6 years ago. She said, you got to go. I said, I know it. I have, many years I've anguished over my time here in many ways. I've been very thankful for the journey. Because I wouldn't be the person I am now if I hadn't come to the University of Idaho.
That's right.
When I'm around and I talk and I do a lot of speaking and stuff, I always give thanks to what I learned here.
Right, Joe.
The brotherly, the compassion, y'all guys, Jim, that we had for one another. We were faced, football was our journey, yes, but the part of that journey was our classes, the craziness. Some folks smoke dope. I ain't calling no names. But we had a real love and brotherhood for one another. I don't know. Now I got YC McNeese my last 2 years because Coach Musso recruited us in the way. Once I got to Idaho in February '66, I was able to get to spring football. Even though I had to play a year of freshman, I had an opportunity to practice against Ray McDonald, Al Busby, Ron Porter, them guys. Man, I said, wow. But I was so well prepared that I could block with them and tackle with some of the best of those guys, right? And so, after that when the freshman year came, Roosevelt Owens, they graduated in spring. In May, I had graduated in January. So we was all in touch, myself, Jeff, and Rosie. And I told Rosie about Idaho, because he had some other offers to at home and all that stuff. Rosie said, okay, because I went home that summer.
Right.
And so Rosie, Coach Musso, I told him about Rosie, so he brought Rosie up. Jeff was recruited by Gale Sayers to Kansas. The great Gale Sayers recruited Jeff to Kansas. That's how cold and tough he was playing ball. I always say that Jeff was a cross between Gale Sayers and Jim Brown. Remember, I played high school ball with him, junior high, so I knew it. I know his parents, everybody, because we were family. And that's what we came into here in the Idaho family. And so that's how they got to Idaho. They had no goal for that. But I'm gonna sit down, this is going on, but mainly, it's great and wonderful, y'all, that I'm here. And like the brother earlier said, that we definitely must have this come together online or whatever, so we can move on and continue to be together, because this is the basis. I don't know all, I heard by some big sort of the vandals, great vandals from way back, but this means something, because we are the ones that are key, that can still reach back and help younger, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this country. You know, that for those that we can come together and help and touch and direct and guide, because we still, as long as we're on the earth, we still have a responsibility. And it's not like you got to go to Washington, but just help and make a difference where you are. I'd like to end with this short poem, if I may, because it has been God that has helped me. It's called The Touch of the Master's Hand. I'm sure many of y'all have heard it. The touch of the Master's hand. 'Twas battered and scarred, and the auctioneer thought it scarcely worth his while to waste much time on his old violin, but he held it up with a smile. "What am I bidding, good folks?" he cried. "Who'll start the bidding for me? $1? $1, then two, only two? $2, and who'll make it three? $3 once, $3 twice, going for $3, but no." From the room far back, a gray-haired man came forward and picked up the bow. Then wiping the dust from the old violin and tightening the loose strings, he played a melody pure and sweet as a caroling angel sings. The music ceased, and the auctioneer, with a voice that was quiet and low, said, "What am I bidding for this old violin?" And he held it up with the bow. $1,000, who'll make it two? 2,000, who'll make it three? 3,000 once, 3,000 twice, and going and gone, said he. The people cheered, but some of them cried, "We do not quite understand." What changed his worth, Swift came to reply, was the touch of the Master's hand. And many a man with life out of tune and battered and scarred with sin is auctioned cheap to the thoughtless crowd, much like that old violin. A bowl of porridge, a glass of wine, a game, and he travels on. He's going once, he's going twice, he's almost gone. But the Master comes, and the foolish crowd can never quite understand the worth of a soul and the change that's wrought by the touch of the Master's hand. Go Vandals, I love you guys.
Over the years, I always wondered what happened to Joe Tasby. I came into Vandal Hall in '68 as a freshman. Bob Miller and Andy and a few others. Troxel had recruited a lot of guys from the Boise area. And I roomed with a kid from Seattle. Jack Goforth was his name. And we were on the third floor in the northeast corner of Vandal Hall. There was stairs going down right there. And, first time away from mommy. Jack and I were a little intimidated. There was this guy that roomed below us, and he was crazy. He was frickin' crazy. He'd come storming up those stairs sometimes, yelling and screaming, and we'd kind of just close the door and stay in our room. That was Joe Tasby. Dude, you were crazy back then. You scared us. You really did. And I figured by now, you'd be dead and gone. I really did. So hearing your story, man, that's made my weekend. So, thank you. The other thing about the Boise guys that came up, there were a bunch of us, Stan Smith, Frank Dillon, and a bunch of them. And I come back for my sophomore year in '69, and they weren't there. They didn't come back. Something about not liking the coach or something like that. I don't know. But I think maybe they sprained their wrist doing this. You guys remember that? Poke your eyes out, boys. But, we can talk about YC a lot, but he was a hell of a coach. And if he had stayed around, I think I would have been a better ball player because of it. So, just wanted to share that.
Joe.
Yeah, come on, Kenny.
Thank you.
Come on, Kenny. Get up. And y'all know Coach Robbins made me understand later on what OCD was. Really, whenever we went to a place, in the stadium, walking on the field, Coach Robbins would be picking up. I'm serious. He would clean the field. We go into the locker room, Coach Robbins would clean it, man.
I'm not going to take a lot of time here, but I just have a few things I'd like to say. I came out of Berkeley, California in 1965. I had a few scholarship offers, but I'm like Joe Tasby, I graduated in midterm. I graduated in either January or February of '65, and I was going to sit back and wait because I knew I had some scholarship offers coming in. Stanford, Cal, Washington State, Arizona schools. The one I wanted to go to was USC, which I never got a call from. I went to school one day, came home, my dad says to me, "Guess where you're going to school?" I said, "Where?" "Idaho, University of Idaho." I said, "What?" I said, "The only thing they have up there are potatoes." He says, "Well, you know what? They're giving you a full ride. You're protected if you get hurt. They'll still pay for your scholarship. You can get an education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera." Now, my dad and my mom, just like Joe, they were from Dallas, Texas. That's where they grew up. They instilled in me and my brothers, never ever give up. Always move forward, no matter what obstacles are there. You fight. No one's going to give you anything. You have to go out and get it yourself. And I grew up, I was an offensive player. That's what I was. I could run up and down that field, nobody could catch me. I could juke you. I could catch the ball. When I played on the field. I never came off because I played offense and I played defense. I was the punter on my team, the kickoff return man, the punt return man, and then I played running back and also defensive back. So I never came off the field. I came up here and I was going to play offense. And of course, I never got a chance as a sophomore to play. I was second team. And where I grew up, you played both sides of the ball. So I told the coach towards the end of the season, I said, let me play defense since I'm never playing offense. I just want to play, like anybody. I got on defense, and that was the end of my offensive era. They never let me play offense again. And I'm saying I'm thankful for that to a degree, because I see how running backs are beat up, how they're hit. And I'm saying, I don't want any part of that, because, my thing was to run where they're not. Don't run where they are. And so my thing was run the daylight. And the coaches I had, man, you got to I remember in practice one day, we had a practice drill, and I got the ball, and I ran through the line. I faked out a guy, and 60-yard touchdown. I'm running back. I'm happy. I said, yeah, I'm bad, Coach tells me, instead of him congratulating me, he says, I want you to put your head down and run over that guy. I said, Coach, look at me. I'm like 180 pounds. I said, I run the daylight. I'm not running over anybody, Run that play again. Same thing. Touchdown again. And he never congratulated me. And I said, I never could understand that. I said, this is a different style of football. We were always taught, run where there's daylight. Run where there's nobody to stop you, and you will be successful. But I attributed that to the fact that I never gave up. I could have said, I'm not coming back to Idaho. They're not going to let me play offense and this and that. But fortunately, I knew how to play defense. And that was the name of the game for me here in Idaho. I met some wonderful guys here. The brotherhood is strong. It's so wonderful to see all you guys. I mourn the guys that are not here because they were also my brothers. Amen. And I'm just thankful to all of you guys, the warm welcome. Like I said, I came out of Berkeley, California, a metropolitan area. Now I'm coming to this rural place, and I'm saying, what the H did I sign up for? Because I told my dad when I got it, I said, Dad, I don't think I'm gonna like this place. He said, hang in there, you can always come home.
That's right.
I survived. And I'm thankful for that. I got an education. I met some wonderful people. I got a chance to travel around playing football,
That's right.
seeing other places. It's been a wonderful experience. I try to take that into my everyday life in terms of the things that I do now. And it's like I said, you learn never to give. Just because someone says you can't do something doesn't mean you can't do it. I said, I make the decisions that are important to me, not someone else.
Yeah.
If I decide I want to do this, I'm the one that's going to say I can't do it, not someone else. So that's what football has always taught me. When you get knocked down, get up. Don't ever stay down. And I took that into my life to say, if I get knocked down, because I've had a lot of disappointments in my life, I'm like Joe. I always thought I would play pro football. When it didn't happen, I was devastated because I knew I could play. And unfortunately, when I got to pro camp, I had an injury and I was never able to represent myself the way I knew I could. But I never got another opportunity to go back. So I said, let's pick up the pieces and find something else to do and take all that energy and put it into something else and be successful with that. And hopefully that's what I did. And that's why I'm here now, coming back to celebrate with all the rest of you the wonderful times that we've had at Idaho. And it was a growing experience. I came here a boy and left as a man. So I said my piece.
I'd like to ask you guys, are you guys all got the catheters on? Because I know at age 67, I pee all the time. You guys haven't moved. What the hell? They got them on. Yeah, they got them on.
Hey, we got about 10 minutes. That's good point. We got about 10 minutes, but I'm going to propose that we take a short break if you can hold it.
I couldn't. I went already.
Oh, okay. We want to get a group picture. Don't leave, Wiley. Miller, don't leave. Don't leave. We need to get a group picture. This is going out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Short break. What the hell? You're changing your mind?
well, yeah. Randy talked me out of it. Hey, why don't we get up here and we'll see if our media expert can take a picture. This is going on the website.
Seminary.